Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and I've kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and maintenance. Today we're going to talk about and continue the series what to eat and what not to eat in various cuisines, and we're going to talk about the Indian cuisine. Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, especially from the psychological point of view, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, which has hundreds of articles and recipes, my 2 books, and if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. I am recording here on the grounds of the cathedral in Pisa. You can see the church behind me, and in the distance you can see the Leaning Tower. Today we're going to talk about Indian food. Now, Indian food, top 3 of my favorite cuisines is Indian food. I love Indian food. And similar to the video that we did on Thai cuisine, there's a lot of good options in Indian cuisine. Now, a lot of Americans, when they eat Indian, they really don't know what they're eating. They typically go to the Indian buffet, right? All you can eat, and you're just like, I think I know tikka masala. I know they eat a lot of rice and maybe Samoas and mulligatawny, but you might not know the cuisine, but you really don't need to know the cuisine of Indian food, because like Thai, like Middle Eastern, like Chinese, like Japanese, these are future episodes, the Asians don't make the cardinal mistake that we in the West make by smothering our food with cheeses and smothering our food with gravies and frying everything. And that's not to say the Indians don't fry food, but they don't adulterate their food nearly as much as we do. So with Indian food, similar to the Thai food, you're going to see a lot of variety of food. I mean, as with most Asian food, there's going to be a lot of rice, there's going to be a lot of protein, and then they do have their variety of curries. Like you can get a korma, which is a curry, kind of like a vegetarian stew. You can get tikka masala, which is kind of the standard based choice, which is like an orange based sauce. You can get that with pork, you can get that with chicken. You can get saag paneer, which is the spinach based kind of dish with the paneer inside. It's very good. So these are curries. There's other curries you can get. But the essential Indian food that you get at a restaurant as a whole can be healthy. Now, they use ghee. That's typically their butter, the clarified butter, which the paleo people love, and that's great. They don't really have a lot of fried food that's really going to ruin your meal. They do love bread, so they're going to have their own version of naan, which you find in the Middle East, kind of found in all of South Asia, which is great warm bread, and that's not necessarily a problem if you're not eating too much of it. But as a whole, Indian food is a very good food to eat, whether it be the curries or whether it be just the typical dishes or the soups or whatever you're going to get. The great thing about the Asian food, of course, is that there's tons of spices that are unique to American palates. And so just going to a Moroccan restaurant or an Indian restaurant or a Pakistani restaurant or a Thai restaurant, you're just going to be smelling and tasting flavors that are great. Because as I mentioned in the American food episode, American food is bland and boring beyond belief. So you go from American food to anything that's Asian, especially South Asian, you're just overwhelmed with these great spices, and the Indian is no different. They use a lot of turmeric, which is great for fighting cancer. It's a great antioxidant. And so they're just going to use a lot of spices. So you really can't go wrong with Indian food. Guys, post in the comments. Let me know if you love Indian food. Please hit the notification, subscribe, and share button. Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.